Hi, in this video I'll present the 10 features of the Shopware AI Copilot that are available for Shopware Rise and higher. All of the AI-powered features presented here are part of the AI Copilot, which is compatible with Shopware version 6.5.1.0 and higher, and is included in all commercial Shopware plans. Now let's start with the first feature. So this is AI-generated content for shopping experiences. You can find this feature within the shopping experiences. So if you open one, for example, and add a text field, you can use this by editing the text field and either directly choosing the AI Copilot feature, or if you don't have any text yet, you can just press the spacebar and the AI feature will automatically open. Then you can ask the content assistant what he's supposed to do. So for example, you can do a translation of a text or just add new content. So in this example, I will just write a blog post about the weather in Italy, for example. And then after pressing enter, the AI Copilot will use this prompt to create a text that is then added to this text field automatically. And now that the text has been added, you can now see this text. And for example, if I want to use a German page as well, I can then select this text, select the AI Copilot, and then say translate to German, and then this will also be done. And now we've translated the text also to German, and then we can save this and go back to the English, for example. So what are the biggest advantages of this feature? So copywriting requires a lot of manual work, specialist knowledge, and skill. And this feature helps merchants overcome their writer's block by getting the AI Copilot to come up with an initial draft. The feature can also help improve the overall quality of text and eliminate the need for so many revision cycles. The next feature is the AI Export Assistant. With the AI Copilot Export Assistant, you can now export specific data from Shopware in a CSV file. So this feature can be found via Settings and then Import Export. And then via the Export tab, you can then enable the AI Copilot and give it a prompt what should be exported. So in this example, I want to have products with the product number containing, and then using the standard demo a variant product, for example, and then I can create the preview first of all, and the AI Copilot will create the preview. And then if I want to actually export it, I can then export it, and the export will be started, and then can be downloaded like any other export as well. So how does this feature help merchants, or what is the biggest advantage? With the standard exports, your only option is to export a complete data profile. With the AI Export Assistant, we give merchants the option of filtering the required data directly and only receiving the data they need. Data from Shopware has a range of valuable and important purposes. It can be used, for example, to optimize business processes, for data analysis, and to make database decisions. And CSV files are a standardized format, so the data can be utilized in a number of applications and tools. The next feature is the AI-based customer classification. The AI Copilot customer classification generates labels based on the customer's order history, and these labels can then be used as tags, for example, for marketing mailings. This feature can be found via the customer overview. By selecting all the customers that you want to classify, you can then press the classify button and then group customer lifetime value in the last 3 months, for example. And then you can choose the number of tags, so how many tags should be set. And afterwards you can just generate the tags, and the AI Copilot will use the data of the customers to generate some tags. So here are the example tags that will be set. So high value customers, for example, active customers, and new customers. These will then have a description as well, and the condition that is used right now. So if I choose all of these and start the classification, then all your customers that you currently have will be classified. So in my case, it's only the 4 customers. I can then close the classification open the view, and now you can see the tags of the specific customers. So what are the biggest bonuses for merchants here? If a merchant wants to send a marketing mailing to a specific group of customers, for example, the order data needs to be clustered so that the relevant customers can be identified. The AI services help the merchants to create this cluster and suggest naming and selection rules. This saves huge amounts of time. The tags can also be used to produce rules and processes to enable further automation within the rule builder and flow builder, for example. The next feature is the image keyword assistant. The AI Copilot image keyword assistant analyzes uploaded images and assigns relevant keywords to them. So first of all, this feature can be found via the settings, extensions, and image keyword assistant. Here you can then activate the keyword assistant and choose the language in which the keywords should be created. And you can add the function to add the keywords to the image alt text as well. And here you can choose how this alt text should be handled. So you can either overwrite the existing data if the image already has alt text. You can append to the existing data, prepend to the existing data, or you can just keep the existing data. So now you can save the settings and then move to your media. So in this case, I've already added a Shopware logo, as the keyword assistant takes some time. And here you can see that the alt text logo has already been added. And now if I search for logo, I will find this image. So to what extent does this feature solve typical problems that merchants face? So for example, you are designing a page and want to search for appropriate images with a very large database. It helps users if they can locate relevant images in the media library using the keywords in the admin. The assigned keywords can also be saved as alt text, as I have shown the function. So this helps for better visibility to search engines. The next feature is the AI-generated product review summary. The AI Copilot product review summary gives merchants an AI-generated summary of all the reviews for a product, and the merchants can publish it on the product details page. So customers have a clear overview of feedback on the product they are interested in without having to read every single product review. This feature can be found via the products directly. So if a product of yours has reviews, you can then just open that specific product. Open the reviews tab, and here you will already see all the reviews that the product has. And underneath you can see the AI Copilot, where you can then generate the product review summary. If you click the button, the summary will already automatically be generated. Here you can then choose the phrasing, if you want a neutral phrasing or a positive phrasing. And if you are changing the phrasing, you will also have to renew the text. Otherwise, you can also edit the text by itself. And if you're happy with the text, you can just apply the changes and then show in storefront, for example, and save the product. So I have now opened the product in the storefront. And when opening the reviews tab, the summary will then be displayed beneath the what our customers say and above all of the other reviews. So what is the biggest bonus of this feature? This feature lets merchants create a summary of reviews, which can help their customers make up their minds to buy. The summary of all the saved reviews quickly provides customers and also merchants with a better idea of the overall response to the product so far. The next feature is the custom checkout message. With the AI Copilot custom checkout message, you can send your customers a customized AI-generated message after purchase based on their cart. So this feature can be found via the settings and then the cart settings. Here, then you can find the point checkout message. So with the AI Copilot, you can then activate this feature. Choose the tone of voice. Right now you can choose between neutral, excited, or humorous. You can then add a character count. So in my case, I've just chosen 255 and an availability rule. So in which cases this message should be generated. You can already generate a preview of this checkout message within the admin. Here you can choose the same options as with the general settings. So I'll take humorous again, set a character count of 255, and now you can select the card. So in this case, for example, I will take the main product, and I will only buy this product. And then I can generate the preview. Then the AI Copilot is generating the message, and this is an example checkout message that the customer would see after ordering only the main product. So how do merchants benefit from this feature? Sending a personalized message to the customer increases their identification with the purchased products or brands and strengthens their sense of loyalty without any manual effort on the part of the merchant. The next feature is the AI-generated product properties. The AI Copilot product properties suggests product properties on the basis of product descriptions. So this feature can also be found within the products. So for example, I'm going to go to the main product and then to the specifications. So here you can see the properties that are already assigned, for example. And if you want to add new properties, you can press configure properties and then either select the ones that you already have set up or open the AI Copilot. So the AI Copilot will now look at the description, at the product description, and generate suggestions from this description for properties that you could use. So after pressing generate, you will now be able to see the properties and the property value that will be assigned due to this description of the product. So here you can see the list and items per page, settings, or go to the next site. You can also delete some of these properties. So if you don't want to have them, you can just delete them. And afterwards, you can either save these properties to the product or just cancel it if you're not sure if you actually want these properties. So how do you benefit from this feature? Updating properties is often repetitive and time-consuming day-to-day work, but it's extremely important if you want to offer customers additional filter options in the storefront or even create variants. This feature saves you a lot of time as it automatically provides suggestions. The next feature is the AI-based translation for reviews. With the AI Copilot translation for reviews, product reviews can be translated using AI so that customers have a quick and easy way of understanding international reviews. This feature can be activated via settings and reviews. So here you can then select for all sales channels to review translation via the AI Copilot to activate the option or not. So I have once again navigated into the storefront where I've now moved to the German shop. And here I can go into the reviews once again, and I can still see the reviews in English. So as a German user, I might not understand the English language and I can't understand these reviews in that case. So now I can press the translate review to German button to see the review in German. So what is the biggest bonus with this feature? The more reviews customers can read and understand, the better the idea of the product will be. In the long term, this will also result in better product reviews as expectations are realistic from the outset and will minimize the returns quota too. The next feature is the AI-generated product descriptions. This feature basically works like the generated text within the shopping experiences, just for product descriptions. So if I open the main product, for example, I can see the description, but then I can use or ask the AI Copilot to generate a new description. I can then enter some key information. So for example, it's a Shopware smartphone with vibrant colors and sharp details. And I can then ask the description assistant or AI Copilot to generate a description for me. Then afterwards, the text will be added to this window. I can copy the text if I'm happy with it and close it. And then afterwards, I will need to add the text by myself, as I still need to read over the text and check if it's actually fitting for the product. And the 10th feature is the search by context. This feature can be activated via the settings and then search by context. So this can be activated. This function only has a daily limit of 300 requests. And so first of all, you will have to add a sales channel description. So depending on the sales channel, this function only works for specific sales channels and can't be used for all at the same time with the same settings, but has to be individualized for each sales channel. And then you can also add some example prompts that you can see in the storefront that I will show in just a second. So to find this function in the storefront, you will just have to check out the search basically, because above the search you will find the 3 stars that indicate the AI Copilot. And when clicking this, you can now add a prompt that you want to add, or even see the example prompts that you set up in the admin. So how does it work exactly? So for example, the customer can enter, I'm planning a trip to New York. And depending on the sales channel and context, our AI-powered search function will suggest relevant products that lead to cross-selling results. So to what extent does this represent added value for merchants? So primarily designed with the merchant's customers in mind, this feature indirectly enriches the retailer's toolkit. By leveraging context-driven searches, merchants can provide an innovative user experience, and through strategic cross-selling, they're positioned to boost their sales.